Most people think investing is about money, stocks, charts, numbers, risk. But that is not the real story. Investing is not about getting rich. It is not about beating the market. And it is definitely not about greed. Investing is about freedom. It is about writing a message to someone you will become. A message that says, I care about you, even if you do not exist yet. Because one day, the future version of you will wake up in a world shaped by the decisions you make today. And that future person will either thank you or quietly suffer because you ignored them. Chapter 1. The lie we were told about money. Many people grow up hearing the same message. Work hard, save money, everything will be fine. But the world has changed. Prices rise, jobs change. Technology moves faster than any generation before. Working hard is no longer enough. Saving money alone is no longer protection. Because money that sits still slowly loses its power. Inflation is silent. It does not knock on your door. It does not send a warning. It simply eats away at your future. And one day you realize you worked hard for decades, yet freedom never arrived. Chapter 2. Investing is not greed. It is responsibility. In many cultures, the word investing carries suspicion. People imagine gamblers, speculators, people chasing quick profits. But true investing is the opposite. It is discipline. It is patience. It is responsibility. Think of the old code of the samurai. Bushido was not about fighting. It was about self-control. Honor meant preparing for tomorrow. Honor meant protecting your family. Honor meant taking responsibility for your own destiny. Investing follows the same principle. You are not betting. You are preparing. You are not chasing wealth. You are building independence. You are not escaping responsibility. You are embracing it. Chapter 3. $1 today is a decision about tomorrow. Imagine this simple moment. You hold $1 in your hand. You have two choices. Spend it now or invest it. If you spend it, the pleasure lasts minutes. If you invest it, the impact can last decades. That single dollar becomes a seed. And like any seed, it needs time. But given enough time, that small decision grows into something powerful. Not just money, options, security, freedom. Because money is not the goal. Choice is the goal. Chapter 4. The real meaning of freedom. Freedom is not luxury. Freedom is not expensive cars. Freedom is not a big house. Freedom is the ability to say no. No to a job that destroys your health. No to a boss who disrespects you. No to a schedule that steals your time. Freedom is the power to walk away. And that power comes from preparation. Every dollar you invest today is a vote for your future independence. Every dollar you waste is a vote for future dependence. It is that simple. Chapter 5. The cost of doing nothing. Doing nothing feels safe. No risk, no stress, no uncertainty. But doing nothing is not neutral. It is a decision. And the cost of that decision is invisible at first. Years pass. Responsibilities grow. Expenses increase. Then one day you realize you cannot stop working. Not because you want to work, but because you must. That is not freedom. That is financial captivity. And the tragedy is this. It was avoidable. Chapter 6. Investing is a form of self-respect. When you invest, you are making a statement. You are saying, my future matters. You are saying, my time is valuable. You are saying, I refuse to be controlled by fear. This is not about intelligence. You do not need to be a genius. This is not about income. You do not need to be rich. It is about consistency. Small actions, repeated over time. That is how wealth is built. And more importantly, that is how freedom is built. Chapter 7. Think like your future self. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. Older, wiser, living with the consequences of today's choices. That future version of you cannot travel back in time. They cannot fix your mistakes. They cannot undo your hesitation. But they are watching, waiting, hoping you make the right decision. Every investment you make today is a gift to that person. Every delay is a burden you place on their shoulders. So ask yourself, are you helping them or abandoning them? Conclusion. Write the letter today. Investing is not about predicting the market. It is about protecting your future. It is about building a life where you have choices. A life where you control your time, your energy, your direction. A life where work becomes optional, not mandatory. And that journey begins with one simple act. a decision, a commitment, a promise to your future self. Because investing is not a financial strategy. It is a moral decision. It is an act of discipline, an act of courage, an act of love. Remember this, investing isn't about greed. It's about buying back your soul from a future you don't control. Closing Hope Reactor style. If this message made you think, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because financial freedom is not reserved for the wealthy. It is earned by the prepared. And here on Hope Reactor, we believe the future belongs to those who take responsibility for it. Subscribe and start writing your future today.